Hello, I'm Eric Hunter, in front of this curtain, no longer behind a mask, and this is Behind the Curtain. This is our first episode where you get to see my face, and if you're disappointed, just wait till you see our guest. Anyway, here we showcase student productions, whether it be short films for class, a personal project, or even a feature film. This week, I'll be joined by Jack Bishop, the mind behind the silly little film Night Shift. So let's take a look.
In other news, the local prison warden gravely misunderstood a game of Simon Says, and so has let all the prisoners go. May God have mercy on us all.
Letting all those prisoners go. I bet that prison CEO sure wishes he made me warden.
Whoa, hey, is anyone there?
Hello?
Hello, small child. This is an industrial lot at night. The visitation hours are from 1 to 1:15 p.m. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Well, sir, I don't know where my home is.
Home is where the heart is. You gotta have a license. Your address is probably on it.
Well, I'm full out of licenses right now, but I've been out here a while. Do you need food?
I got some black coffee, white yogurt. I suppose I could put them together and make Gray something. Would you like that? What am I thinking? How did you get here? I'm supposed to be good at my job.
Well, my mom told me to stay in the cereal aisle, and I didn't, so now I'm here.
There's definitely more to that story. But you seem pretty cold, so I'm gonna get you a blanket. Let's see. It's gotta be in here somewhere.
I bet you never thought I could happen to you.
I can see the gray curtain pulling back. Golden shores await me.
Sir, if you die, what will happen to your assets?
Perhaps I should have. I should have.
So that was good. I didn't hate it. I just don't think it'll bring people into the law office.
What are you trying to say?
I think you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so just don't be late to work tomorrow or you are definitely fired. That will be happening.
Welcome back. We're here with Jack Bishop. Jack, thanks for being on the show, and nobody else could. Appreciate it. Goodness. So this film, it was made for. You're in a comedy group.
We're in a comedy group called the University Twits.
University Twits.
So I guess you could call it a passion project.
Okay. Yeah. And who first conceived the idea for this passion project?
Oh, this was me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly me. Of course, as the Twits, we do a little bit of rewrites as a group.
Right.
But mostly me, I'd say.
So ordinarily, comedy groups on campus, they'll perform in person. Was just out of anxiety? Were you too scared to perform in person? So you wanted to do it on YouTube? What was the issue?
No, there was this brief period of time, still ongoing actually.
Yeah.
Where the country was ravaged by the COVID-19 pandemic.
All right.
I'm sure you're aware, Eric.
Yeah, I've heard.
You do read, right?
Every now and then.
I know it struggles. Anyways, but we couldn't perform live, so we had to go online.
Yeah. So what was that process like? How was the transition for you and the rest of the group, I guess?
I think the rest of the group maybe had a little bit of a hard time with it, but for me it was almost effortless.
Effortless,
Yeah.
okay. phenomenal. You're very good at transitional periods. You're good at that.
I think so, yeah.
Is that one of your strong suits, you'd say?
Yeah, as a child, I never moved around much.
Yeah.
So
It reads.
as an adult, it was pretty easy.
Sure. So what's the underlying message of this project? What was the intent behind it? Was it just to give people the funnies, so to speak, or was there an underlying message?
No, you would think it was supposed to be give people funnies, but it was sort of about a lot of things. It's about death. It's about capitalism.
Yeah.
It's about art.
Okay. So which one of those would you say was the underlying theme specifically, or was it even?
I've been called by some people a class reductionist. So definitely probably class and capitalism.
Okay. So like, where did the inspiration for this come from? Was this a passion project just from your mind, or did you collaborate?
Definitely from my mind. The inspiration probably came from. It's a good question. Never mind, it's a bad question because I can't think of the answer. I'm not 100% sure, but I may have seen a commercial. Okay. And I thought, wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, I'm curious. What was the motivation behind watching the film back? Nearly every shot's out of focus. What was the subliminal message you were trying to get across with that cinematic aspect?
Well, you see, I've never died, thankfully, but I imagine when you do, it's all a bit blurry.
You know, I never thought of it that way, Jack. Thank you for bringing that unique perspective to the show. Moving on, the rest of the actors, they're part of your group, the University Twigs?
Twits.
Yes, Twits.
Yes, at the time they all were. The star of the show has since graduated.
Yeah, okay. And he was the night shift guy.
The night shift security guard.
And was that his car he was driving?
No.
No?
That was my car.
That was so those were your McDonald's wrappers on the dash and such?
No.
Oh?
I don't eat McDonald's.
Oh, right.
I don't eat McDonald's. I think it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
I eat mostly nutritional yeast and beans.
Nutritional yeast and beans. I forgot. This is the first vegan we've had on the show, Jack. Jack is staunchly a vegan. So it's great to have that sort of perspective. So moving on. One of my favorite lines, I did have a favorite line in the entire film, was I got black coffee, I got white yogurt.
Yes.
I'll make something gray for you. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Well, you know, I think, I don't drink coffee, so it's a wonder where I thought of that line. But I do eat a lot of yogurt. Of course, at the time of filming, I wasn't vegan, so I was still eating yogurt, sinfully so. So, yeah, it must have been, I must have seen someone with some black coffee. I may have had some white yogurt. Maybe we spilled. Sort of like a meet cute, but for a movie.
Okay. So moving back to the cinematography aspect of this film, we touched on the focus or the lack thereof, rather.
Yes.
The lighting, I noticed, changed drastically in every single shot.
Yes.
What was the motivation behind that?
Well, sometimes you can go for a literal, realistic lighting.
Yeah.
Right? But other times, like sort of right now, like this lighting isn't realistic.
No, we are in a studio.
Exactly. So kind of like that.
All right. I guess that makes sense in a way.
Yeah.
So still on the cinematography aspect of this.
Think of when they shot movies in black and white.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? We don't see the world in black and white.
You know, that's genius, actually. That's brilliant, Jack. I never thought of it that way. Speaking of cameras and shooting in specific ways, I can't tell what sort of camera you use for this. Nikon, Sony, iPhone? What iPhone? That was
No. Madeline's.
Madeline's.
Yeah.
Is that a brand? No.
Couldn't say. Maybe also Ian's.
Ian's. Okay. Are these sister brands?
No.
Okay, very interesting. Moving forward, what's next for you? Any more films? The Oscars, perhaps? What's looking forward for you?
Well, I can't say the Oscars are coming up anytime soon. There is a small project I've been trying to sort of get the workings on for a while now. It's called Barrett.
Barrett?
I believe you know about it.
I know
I've
about it.
told you about it before.
You've told me about it before?
Yeah.
We don't speak very often.
I know, but through letters and such.
Oh, yeah.
Letters and
You are a
couriers.
letter writer. Yeah.
It's called Barrett. It's a similar story
Yeah.
about a man who is sort of deceived.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Well, okay. That's interesting to hear about a future project of yours.
Yeah.
I didn't ask though. Let's focus on the questions here.
I recall.
All
I recall you did. In fact, Eric,
right?
I've got a question for you.
Jack, what?
Can we get a zoom?
Where did you get that?
Can we get a zoom on this?
Were you in my house? What? Why are you listening to him?
This is genuine. This is genuine.
Yeah, I can tell. That's the exact same card as.
Like leather.
What are you doing?
Anyways,
Why do you ruin everything I love, Jack?
here's my question for you.
You know my cat hasn't walked the same.
Here's my question for you. I did nothing to his cat. Eric, what's your social security number?
Jack, I wouldn't even tell you that if we weren't
I'm just
on
reading
camera.
what it says.
Jack, there's nothing on that card. I don't.
Yeah, there is.
Jack.
812
Stop.
698
Stop. Jack.
0346.
That's my phone number. That's like worse somehow. What do you?
Call him. Call him up.
Stop. Okay. I brought you on this show because nobody else submitted anything. I thought it'd be good for you. I thought it'd be good for you to get out in the open for once. Okay. Stop looking at the camera. Stop.
Are we not supposed to?
No. Look at me. Interview. All right.
All right.
Interview. One last question. All right. Are you proud of this? You proud of this film?
That's tough.
Yeah? You take your time.
I have been proud of a lot of things.
Yeah?
In my life. One time when I was skiing,
Yeah.
I sort of accidentally did a triple axel.
Accidentally. Impressive.
I was pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
This, unequivocally, yes.
Unequivocally, yes. Okay. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Jack. Any closing thoughts? There's nothing left on here, man.
Any closing thoughts?
Yeah. You wanna talk about the film maybe a little bit more?
I feel like we just did a lot of that.
Yeah. I feel like we went on a bit of a tangent, but
Yeah.
Well,
let me ask you. Have you ever produced anything of artistic merit?
Yes. That's what I'm going to school for. Why are you qualifying my? Stop that. You stop that. All right. That's all we have time for. Thanks again, Jack, for being on the show.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Come see IU Twits. This is a
yeah.
Twits
See
plug.
his comedy group. I'm sure you guys are great. Thanks again, I guess, for being on the show. And
give Eric a call. Tell him your thoughts on this episode.
And thank you for tuning in. As always, if you or a friend or anyone you know is interested in submitting a student production to be featured on our show, the link's right here at the bottom of the screen. Until next time, I'm Eric Hunter, and this has been Behind the Curtain.
I'm Jack Bishop.
He's